Chapter 3, The Echo. Scene 1, the first stage detail. Alex stepped off the bus with her hood pulled low, the drizzle settling into her hair like a fine mist. The street outside her flat was quiet, the kind of early evening stillness that made every sound feel sharper. A car door slammed somewhere behind her. A dog barked in the distance. The wind carried the faint smell of wet tarmac and takeaway food. She walked quickly, her bag bumping against her hip. She had spent the entire ride home trying not to think about the release form or the symbol or the way the fictional chapter had seemed to lean toward her like a whisper. She had told herself she would switch off tonight. Make dinner. Watch something mindless. Pretend she was not part of a strange promotional stunt that was beginning to feel a little too immersive. Her building came into view. A row of brick terraces with peeling paint and mismatched doorbells. She climbed the steps to her flat, fishing her keys from her pocket. The lock clicked open with its usual stubborn resistance. She pushed the door closed behind her and exhaled. Home. Warm. Familiar. Safe. She dropped her bag on the hallway floor and kicked off her shoes. The flat was dim, lit only by the grey light filtering through the curtains. She reached for the switch. Her hand froze halfway. Something was on the floor. A small object lay in the center of the hallway. Perfectly placed. Not dropped. Not fallen. Placed. Alex frowned and stepped closer. It was a piece of paper. Folded once. Neat. Precise. Her stomach tightened. She crouched and picked it up. The paper was thick, slightly textured, like the kind used for invitations or certificates. She unfolded it slowly. A symbol stared back at her. A circle intersected by a vertical line. The same symbol from the email. Her breath caught. For a moment she could not move. The hallway felt colder. Narrower. As if the walls had shifted closer while she was not looking. She turned the paper over. Blank. She looked around the flat. Nothing seemed disturbed. The door had been locked when she arrived. The windows were closed. There was no sign of forced entry. But the paper was here. She swallowed hard. Her pulse thudded in her ears. She tried to think logically. Maybe it had been slipped under the door. Maybe it had been delivered earlier and she had not noticed. Maybe it was a flyer. A prank. A mistake. But she knew it was not. She had seen this symbol only twice. Once in the email. Once in the release form. Both digital. Both controlled by the Elias Thorne team. This was physical. She stood slowly, the paper trembling slightly between her fingers. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. The sudden vibration made her jump. She fumbled it out. A message from Jamie.
Did you read it yet?
She stared at the screen, her heart still racing. She typed back with stiff fingers.
Something weird just happened.
Jamie replied instantly.
Define weird.
There was something on my floor when I got home.
Jamie sent a thinking emoji.
Like what?
Alex took a photo of the paper and sent it. The typing dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. Finally, Jamie replied.
Okay. That is creepy.
Alex let out a shaky breath. Seeing the words made it real. She typed.
I do not know how it got here.
Jamie replied.
Maybe it was posted through the door.
Alex walked to the front door and crouched. The gap beneath it was narrow. Too narrow for the thick paper to slide through without folding or creasing. The sheet in her hand was pristine. She typed.
It would not fit.
Jamie sent another message.
Could it be from a neighbor? A delivery thing? A mistake?
Alex stared at the symbol again. The same symbol she had zoomed in on earlier. The same symbol she had searched for. The same symbol she had tried to rationalize. She typed.
It is the same symbol from the email.
Jamie did not reply immediately this time. When the message finally came, it was shorter.
Are you okay?
Alex sank onto the sofa, the paper still in her hand. She felt the weight of the room pressing in around her. The quiet was too quiet. The shadows too still. She typed.
I think so.
Jamie replied.
Do you want me to come over?
No. It is fine. I am probably overreacting.
Jamie sent a single word.
Sure.
Alex placed the paper on the coffee table and stared at it. The symbol seemed darker now. Sharper. As if it had been drawn with intention. She stood and checked the windows. Locked. She checked the back door. Locked. She checked the cupboards and the wardrobe and the bathroom, even though she knew no one was there. When she returned to the living room, the paper was still on the table. Exactly where she had left it. She sat down and picked it up again. The texture of the paper felt wrong. Too smooth. Too deliberate. She held it up to the light. No watermark. No writing. Just the symbol. A circle. A line. A memory tugged at her. Something half-formed. A flash of something she could not place. A door. A wall. A sign. A moment from years ago. Or maybe she was imagining it. She closed her eyes and tried to breathe. It was just a symbol. Just a piece of paper. Just a coincidence. But deep down, beneath the rational explanations and the forced calm, she felt something shift. A quiet certainty. This was not part of a marketing stunt. This was not playful. This was not harmless. This was the first echo. And it had found her.